A very warm welcome to everyone. Myself, Surabhi, Teotia, Assistant Professor, IPM, Ghaziabad. So, the topic for today is the methods of training. So, first of all comes that what is training? As we all know that training is the act of increasing the knowledge and skills of employees in improving their performance. The major outcome of training is learning how to perform jobs in most effective manner, and it is a planned program to bring measurable changes in skills, aptitude, and social behavior of the employees. Fine. So let's start the today's topic, that is training methods. As a large variety of methods of training are used in business. Even within one organization, different methods are used for training different people. All the methods are divided into two classification. One is your on-the-job training method and other is your off-the-job training method. As you can see in the diagram, one is your on-the-job training method and other is your off-the-job training method. So if we talk about the training methods, first of all comes your on-the-job training method, which is further classified like job rotation, coaching, job instruction, step-by-step training, and committee assignment are the part of on-the-job training method. On the other side, if we talk about the off-the-job training method, then vestibule training, role-playing, lecture method, conference, and program instruction training are the part of off-the-job training method. So first of all comes the on-the-job training method. So under the on-the-job training method, new or inexperienced employees learn through observing peers or managers performing the job and trying to imitate their behavior. These methods do not cost much and are less disruptive as employees are always on the job. Training is given on the same machines and experience would be on already approved standards. And above all, the trainee is learning while earning. Some of the commonly used methods are, as I discussed earlier. And secondly, we can also that on-the-job training method involves allowing the person to learn the job by doing. In the real work situation, the new employee follows the orders, carries out instruction, and adopts the right technique while doing this job under supervision of an expert. This method is popularly known as learning by doing. Fine. And the trainee is given an opportunity to handle and observe the job by being its literal part. So let's discuss the types of on-the-job training method. So first of all comes your coaching. If we talk about coaching, then coaching is a one-to-one training. It helps in quickly identifying the weak areas and try to focus on them. It also offers the benefit of transferring theory learning to practice. The biggest problem is that it prepares the existing practices and styles. In India, most of the scooter mechanics are trained only through this method. Then comes your second type, that is your mentoring. So this the focus in this training is on the development of attitude. It is used for managerial employees and mentoring is always done by senior inside person. It is also one-to-one interaction like coaching. Now move to the third one, that is your job rotation. So job rotation is the process of training employees by rotating them through a series of related jobs. Rotation not only makes a person well acquainted with different jobs, but it also elevates boredom and allows to develop rapport with a number of people. Rotation must be logical. And then comes your fourth type, that is your job instruction training. It is also known as JIT in short, and it is a step-by-step structured training and on-the-job training method in which a suitable trainer first of all prepares a trainee with an overview of the job, its purpose, and the results desired. Secondly, demonstrate the task or skill to the trainee, and in third part allows the trainee to show the demonstration on his or her own, and then follow-ups to provide a feedback and help. In this type of training, what we do, we provide instant feedback for the improvements. Then comes your apprenticeship. So apprenticeship is a system of training a new generation of practitioners of a skill. This method of training is in vogue in those trades, craft, and technical fields in which a long period is required for gaining proficient abilities. The trainees serve as apprentices to expert for long periods. They have to work in direct association and also under the direct supervision of their masters. So it's all about the apprenticeship. Then comes your understudy. So in understudy, a superior gives training to a subordinate as his understudy, like an assistant to a manager or a director. The subordinates learn through experience and observation by participating in handling day-to-day problems. And basic purpose is to prepare subordinate for assuming the full responsibilities and duties. Then comes your last type of on-the-job training method, that is your committee assignments. So in committee assignments, a group of trainees are asked to solve a given organizational problem by discussing the problem. This helps to improve teamwork. So this kind of trainings are basically given to develop the team spirit within the organization. With this, we are done with the on-the-job training methods. Now we'll move to the second part, that is your off-the-job training method. So it's just opposite of the on-the-job training method. So in on the off-the-job training methods, these kind of trainings are conducted in separate environment or surrounding from the job environment. Study material is supplied. There is full concentration on learning rather than performing, and there is freedom of expression. Fine. Apart from that, under this study, trainee is separated from the job situation and his attention is focused upon learning the job. There is an opportunity for freedom of expression to ask any question. So important methods include, first of all comes your lectures and conferences. So lectures and conferences are the traditional and direct method of instruction. Every training program starts with lectures and conference. It is a verbal presentation for a large audience. However, the lectures have to be motivating and creating interest among the trainees. The speaker must have considerable depth in the subject and knowledge of the subject. In the colleges and universities, lectures and seminars are the most common methods used for the training. So it's all about the lecture and conferences. And it can be one-way communication as well as both-way communication. Then comes your vestibule training. Well, vestibule training is a term for near the job training as it offers access to something new. In vestibule training, the workers are trained in a prototype environment on specific jobs in a special part of the plant. An attempt is made to create working conditions which are quite similar to the actual working conditions. After training workers in such condition, the trained workers may be put on similar jobs in the actual workshop. So it's all about the vestibule training. Then comes your third category, that is your role play. So in this case, also a problem situation is simulated, asking the employees to assume the role of a particular person in the situation. The participant interacts with other participants, assuming different roles. The whole play will be recorded and trainee gets an opportunity to examine their own performance. Fine. And then comes your last type, that is your case studies. Well, with the case study method, employees are presented with a real or fictional complex situation to analyze and use as a reference for their solutions. While cases vary in complexity and detail, trainees should be given enough data and information to analyze the situation and come up with their solution. So, we have done the methods of the training as there are two methods of training. One is your on the job training method and another is your off the job training method. So it's all about the today's session. I just hope you are able to understand the topic. Have a nice day. Thank you.